My name is Taya. Welcome to my channel. First of all, sorry for the background. I'm actually living in the NYU dorms because I have a post-grad internship here in New York City. I can talk about that in a separate video if you guys want me to. Yeah, but sorry about the setup. That's why it looks a little crusty in here. But yeah, so I actually wanted to just make my first video about my alma mater, which is Penn State, of course. I actually just graduated in May. So I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks on how I survived Penn State and what I feel as though you should know in order to have a great time there. So yeah, if you guys are interested, please continue to keep watching. Like, subscribe, comment. I would love that. And I'll definitely answer any questions or comments that you guys have. So let's get started. So I guess tip number one would be to get involved. I know you guys probably hear this all the time in different college videos, whether it's USC, UCLA, NYU, etc. College is college. Like, yeah, get involved. If you're an incoming freshman, I would not recommend getting involved in like too many things because you don't want too many things on your plate. You're already adjusting to life away from home, especially if you've never been away from home, but you're adjusting to life, you know, away from home in college. College is a different atmosphere and a different environment. I know that, you know, it might not seem like it at first. I was that same way as a freshman. I was like, oh, it's gonna be just like high school. It's nothing like high school. Yeah, at all. I had a rude awakening, but I would definitely say get involved. Just make sure you don't take on too much. I know there's so many different clubs. I know at Penn State there's at least like 600 plus clubs. They have an involvement fair every single year, 2 days in August, and it's ridiculous because there's so many clubs. You can't even go to every single booth because it's so tight and so cramped, and it's crazy. But yeah, I would definitely say just look up stuff, like look up stuff. Go on their website and see what different clubs and organizations that they have. Of course, Penn State has Greek life. We all know that. So if you're interested in that, you know, rush, do that, pledge, do that. But if you're interested in like professional development clubs or just intramural sports, definitely look into that. I joined PRSSA, which is the Public Relations Student Society of America, because I was a PR major. I actually graduated with a degree in advertising and public relations. So if you guys want a video on the public relations program and the communications program at Penn State, I can make a whole video on that. Just let me know in the comments. And yeah, so I graduated with a PR degree. So I definitely wanted to join a club that had to do with my major and that could help with my professional development, and that was PRSSA. And I made a lot of great friendships and professional relationships because of that organization, with the women in the organization, but also people outside of it, like through social media and through LinkedIn and everything like that. I met people from other colleges because of PRSSA, and I think that's really cool. I also joined the Underground, which is a student-run media site, shameless plug. If you're a comms student or if you're an incoming freshman and you're looking to go, you know, the PR or journalism route, I would definitely say join the Underground. Definitely join the Underground. I can make a video on that as well and include PRSSA in it if you're interested in PR, of course. But yeah, I was a PR manager for the Underground, so yeah. But I really only joined those two clubs, if we're being honest. I really only wanted to join clubs that had to do with my professional development. But of course, if you're interested in something and they have a club for it, which Penn State has a club for everything, I would join it. Just as I've said before, don't take on too much. You have literally all 4 years, so you have time to dip and dabble into every different club that you would like to. So, woosah. So, tip number two, I would say have Penn State pride. I feel as though that you're gonna get it anyway. You know, I wasn't really big on Penn State before. When I was like going through the college application process, Penn State was never really a school that I was interested in. I don't know why, but for some reason I just wasn't interested in it. I never had a traditional number one dream school that if I didn't get into this, I would freak out and lose my mind. It wasn't like that for me. I just knew I wanted to go to college. And I knew I wanted to go in state because ain't nobody got time to be paying out-of-state tuition. But seriously, Penn State was really never on my radar. I just decided to apply because it was in Pennsylvania, and that's where I'm from. But at first, I wasn't even a PR major. I was actually a psychology major. And like I said, if you guys want a video on the PR program and my actual like college experience, like journey, like the application process, etc., I can talk about that in another video about why I switched from psych to PR and why I ended up choosing Penn State in the end anyway. But yeah, I actually was, like I said, a psych major, and I wasn't really looking into Penn State, but then I saw that they had a great psych program, so I was like, why not? I applied, got in, and I decided to go. So it was kind of just something like that. But like I said, I wasn't really big on it until I stepped foot on campus and I saw how people were repping Penn State gear, the Nittany Lion symbol, the "We Are," it was crazy. So once I saw that, I was like, wow, that's not going to be me. Like, I'm not going to be wearing or rocking, their stuff. Because I wasn't like that in high school. I didn't wear any of my high school, like, sweatshirts or anything. That just wasn't me. But yeah, obviously I caved, and I love wearing Penn State stuff. So yeah, I would definitely say that whether you like it or not, you're definitely going to develop Penn State pride, but just accept it. I guess that's my tip for that. Just accept it, because it's inevitable. It really is. So just make sure you have a lot of Penn State stuff. Before you graduate, you'll probably have like 20% clothes is from McClanahan's or Family Clothesline. Once you go to Penn State, you'll know exactly what stores I'm talking about. But yeah, you'll probably have like a 20% Penn State wardrobe. So just keep that in mind. Tip number 3 would be networking. Networking is so critical. It's so crucial, especially in the communications industry. Of course, any industry, but really the communications industry. I'm sorry if you guys hear the sirens. I'm in New York. As you guys know, that is the soundtrack to New York, is sirens, honking, people yelling, etc., etc. So I'm really sorry about that. But, and of course, they're like really, really close, and they're gone. Well, they're gone. Okay, so yes, networking. I definitely would say networking is a huge thing in any industry, but like I said, the PR industry, the comm industry in general. Unfortunately, nowadays, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and you really should make sure that you go out of your way to build professional and personal relationships with everybody that you meet, whether that's your professors, your colleagues, even people just you see on campus, like, that look like they're cool. Ask them to go out for coffee or something. Seriously, it's really important. It really is, and it'll definitely help you out in the long run. Once junior and senior year hits, it really will help you out in the long run, especially when it comes to internship season. That's when those connections come in handy. So I definitely would say, yeah, just network. I know it's hard to put yourself out there. I know a lot of people are shy and are introverted and don't really want to talk to people and pitch themselves, and I get that, I do, but unfortunately, there's no way around it, and you're gonna have to try to get out of your shell and network and put yourself out there and step out of your comfort zone, because ultimately, you obviously want to get that internship or you want to get that job, so it really will help if you have people that you can, email or visit them in their office hours to talk to them about, certain tips on how you should go about applying for this internship or this job. Get a mentor, et cetera, et cetera. Stuff like that is really important in college, and a degree is not enough. Just a degree is not enough nowadays, as you already know. And if you don't, yeah, it's not enough. You need internship experience and networking. You really do. So the 4th tip would be is honestly just it's kind of going off of number 3, networking, but just making sure you utilize every single resource that Penn State has. Penn State has so many resources, guys. It's not even funny. I mean, you're paying pretty much like $30,000 plus a year, depending on obviously if you're in-state or out-of-state. You're paying a lot of money to attend that school, so you might as well use every single resource that is at your disposal. And I'm talking about, like I said, your colleagues, your professors, certain services that Penn State has. Penn State has a great career services center, and you can go there and schedule an appointment with a career services representative, and they will look over your resume for you and tell you what you need to fix, what you need to improve, what you should take off, etc., etc. It's really great. Definitely would recommend. Going to go see your advisor, making sure you're on track to graduate. Yeah, just making sure you're on track. Like, we could talk about that in another video, but just making sure you're on track to graduate, making sure that all your credits are aligning. Making sure that your degree, your application status, your graduation status will say approved when it's time, when it's that time. I definitely, just making sure that every resource that is available to you, you use. Penn State has one of the largest alumni networks. There's so many of us Nittany Lions out here. It's insane, literally insane. There's even a lot of alumni chapters. Like, there's an alumni chapter in New York. There's one in Philadelphia, where I'm from, the area where I'm from. There's literally, like, one everywhere. Just look it up. But Penn State has a huge alumni network, and it's really important to get involved. Yeah, back to number one, get involved, but making sure you communicate and you talk with those people and you make your presence known. Penn Staters love helping other Penn Staters. It's true. Like, we look out for our own. So just make sure that you really, really utilize the alumni network, because once you graduate, of course, and even if you're still in school, like undergrad, making sure that you still just utilize the alumni network, because you never know if that certain alum can help you with getting an internship or giving you tips on how to go about it, or just advice in general. Just seriously use all these resources that you are paying for. And I guess the other tip would be is to just make sure that you balance work and play. This goes for everything, not just Penn State, but literally in life, every college, it doesn't matter. You will hear a million times and a million times more throughout your undergrad career that time management is everything. Time management is crucial, it is critical, etc., etc. And it's really true. When your orientation leaders say time management is so important, they're not just saying that just to say that. It really is important, guys. It really is. You need to make sure that you have a healthy balance for your schoolwork and just you time. It's really important. I would never put going out with my friends or going out to the club over making sure that I study for an exam, or making sure that I took all my quizzes or I did all my homework, etc., etc. Like, I'm very big on school, so I never had that problem of like not turning in assignments and everything like that. But I know a lot of people, and I've had friends that really messed them up because they were so adamant on going out, because Penn State is a party school. Like, we all know it, they do have a reputation for that. Great school academic wise, obviously, but yes, like, it is a party school. So you need to make sure that if you're into that scene, of course, and even if you're not, you might end up getting into that scene anyway, because there's really not too much to do up in State College, unfortunately, except for going out or, having fun with your friends. So just make sure that you balance that and make sure that your grades don't suffer, because Penn State is a difficult school. Like, there are a lot of difficult courses at Penn State. It ain't sweet, okay? You need to make sure that you are on your ish and you study and you do your work and you put 100% effort into your work, because it ain't a joke. And like I said, I could talk about that in another video if you guys want me to. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the tips that I have. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, or you just want to know more, I guess, about me, maybe, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'll make another video, but yeah, if you guys have any questions about Penn State or my application process or anything like that, please leave them down below. I will definitely respond. Yeah, I would definitely respond and let you guys know, like, my experience and like what I think, how I reacted to this or that, or if I can't answer your question, I can definitely like leave you links to stuff. So just let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And if you are considering going to Penn State, great choice. We are, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.